Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be back here with you guys. I got so swamped with finals, with the holidays, with my birthday passing, and I wasn't able to really get on here and film for you guys. But I decided today to put something together for the holidays. I incorporated some new products I got from Sephora. So I was very happy to put this together. I got a green halo eye with a little bit of glitter, and then I paired it with a red lip. It doesn't quite match my sweater, which is okay because I want to try a new color out today. But yeah, this is the look right here, and if you want to see how to get this look, then stay tuned. Alright, to begin, I'm going to take this Mercier Radiance Primer, and I'm just going to use this all over my face, and I'm going to rub that into my skin and make sure that it's evenly distributed. I'm also going to focus in around my nose area because I get the most oily there. And I'm going to also use this eyeshadow primer by Urban Decay, and I'm putting a thin layer of that all over my eyelids. Because I have oily combination skin, my eyelids also tend to get oily like during the day. For color correcting, I'm using this orange corrector, and I'm just going to put this all over my dark spots. I have been breaking out like crazy lately. I don't know what it is, but you know, we're going to get this together, okay? We're going to get this skin together. And to blend that in, I'm going to use just a foundation wedge. And I've been using wedges a lot lately because I want to keep the bacteria and the spread of germs from my brushes down. To fill in my eyebrows, I'm going to start by making a line on the bottom. Then I'm going to make a line on the top, and I'm also going to fill it in with light strokes. So I cleaned that up with my concealer. Now I'm going in with my foundation shade on the top just to make sure that my brows look nice and sharp, but they're not overly like halo effect with the light concealer. So I'm going to take my Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm going to apply this all the way from the inner corner of the eye to the outer corner of the eye, making sure I get a nice even application. And this is going to serve as a base for my eyeshadows. I'm taking these two yellow tone eyeshadows from Coastal Scents, and I'm patting that right under my brow bone just so that I can make sure that it sets and it does not move. I'm also going to go back in with this shade Pumpkin Pie, and I'm going to run this a little bit lower than the brow bone to give me something easier to blend on top of. Taking this Oktoberfest shade, I believe it's called, by Coastal Scents, I'm going to put this in my crease, and I'm going to swirl this around from the inner corner to the outer corner. And whatever you do on one side or on one eye, remember to do that on the other eye, because you don't want to look crazy, you know, with two different eyes that don't look like they go together. So I'm going to take this brown color. It's like a dark brown. It'll have like a little bit of a purpley undertone to it. A burgundy undertone, I should say. I'm going to put that in the inner and the outer corners, and then I'm going to blend it also into the crease, if that makes any sense. Going in a little bit deeper, I'm going to take this dark eggplant color, and I'm also going to repeat the same exact steps, patting it in the inner and the outer corner, and then rounding it out and blending it into the crease. So take your time and blend this out. These colors are very dark, so you have to go in with a little bit, then build it up, and take your time and blend out the edges. Alright, now to further darken it up, I'm going to go in with this black shade, and it's called Incognito by Coastal Scents. And again, I'm repeating the same exact steps, applying this with a smaller, more of a pointed brush, and I'm putting this in the inner and the outer portions of my eyelid, and then I'm going to blend it upwards. Taking that blending brush that I used with the previous brown color, I'm just going to blend out the edges right now just to make sure that they're not harsh. And you guys, this color from the Estee Edit line, the metallishadow, it's gorgeous. I'm just going to use the base, and it's a cream color base, and it's a green shade. Oh my god, I am in love with these things. And then I'm going to set that with this color called Watt. And this is from the Metal Matte palette by KVD. I'm just going to apply a thin layer of the mixing medium, and then I'm going to press onto this glitter that I got, and it is a green glitter. Then I'm just going to blend out the edges, and then I'm just going to apply my foundation. So the foundation I'm using today is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid because, girl, I need that coverage, and this foundation is definitely going to give it to me. So use whatever foundation that you like, or if you don't like foundation, use your BB cream, your CC cream, do your concealer and powder, whatever you want to do, it's up to you, and continue with your makeup application. For concealer, I'm using the Studio Fix or Studio Finish concealer, and I like to do this method where I apply a cream concealer first, and then I apply a liquid on top. I don't know what it does, but for some reason, I just really like this combo. Like, it gives me life. It gives me so much coverage under my eye. It just brightens up my whole look, and it just brings everything together, because I find sometimes the LA Girl concealers can look patchy on their own, or they can look a little bit like see-through. They're not as opaque. But when I layer this concealer, when I put my MAC concealer under it, this combination is bomb. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm also going to contour with the LA Girl concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa. Put this in the hollows of your cheeks, the top of your forehead, your jawline, sides of your nose, side of your chin, you know, wherever you want to bring shadow to, because that's what this concealer is going to do for us. This is just going to, you know, add some shadow, add some shape, add some contrast to the highlight that we put there, and this is just going to pull everything together. So after you do that, make sure you blend everything. Take your time, blend it out. For the contour, I decided to use the same brush that I used to do my foundation with, because I know there's some remaining product on there. So that remaining product is going to help me blend it out, honey. That remaining product on this brush is going to have me flawless. So I'm going to use that. What am I saying right now? Anyway, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to blend out my nose contour. I did go in with a smaller brush first, so don't think I just swirled this all around. I didn't. I promise. I promise. So once you have that blended, this is what you got going on. Don't forget to set your under eye. I'm so sorry I lost the footage, but set your under eye with some powder. I use, you know, my good old air spun and the Sacha Buttercup. Then I set my whole face with the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Oh Darling. And if you don't know by now, guys, you know that I absolute must bronze my face with the CoverGirl Ebony Bronzer. That's my favorite bronzer. I haven't found anything to replace it yet. I do like the MAC Blunt Blush, but still, it just doesn't give me the life that this gives me. For contour today, I'm going to also use the powder by Becca in the shade Cacao, and putting this in the same areas that I contoured with, just to set it, just so it just doesn't move, because again, my skin is oily combination. To clean up that contour, make sure it's nice and sharp, I'm gonna carve it out with some of that Buttercup powder, and then to highlight, I'm using the Maryloumanizer by the Balm. On top of it, I'm gonna also add this Oh Darling highlight by MAC, because it has more of a golden undertone, and the Maryloumanizer can make me look a little ashy. I'm not gonna lie, it could be a little ashy looking, so I'm gonna put something a little bit more gold on top of it. I do like to layer a lot of things, so yeah, just roll with it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So I'm gonna put that all over, and then I'm going to dust off this remaining powder. To follow that up, I'm going to go back to the lower lash line, put my eyeliner pencil on, and then I'm going to smoke it out with some of that previous eyeshadow. Apply your liner and lashes, and then let's move on to lips. Here I'm using this KVD liquid lipstick that I just got, and it's in the shade Outlaw. I really like the formula of these. I have to say, I'm kind of late on these. I remember in like 2012 when this was like all the rage. I didn't pick them up because I still have so many MAC bullets, but I wanted a dupe for my Ruby Roo, or a similar shade to my Ruby Roo. I think it's a little bit brighter than my Ruby Roo is on me. But when it dries down, I think it kind of loses some of its pigment because my lips are already pigmented. So I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to try putting some foundation to block out my lip color before I put this back on my lips, or maybe using a lip liner under it. But I find when this dries, it kind of looks a little you know, just a, you know, it looks okay, but yeah, it dries, it looks kind of see-through-ish. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But to amp this up, I'm gonna put this red gloss by L'Oreal on top of it, and this is a Pro Gloss. And these glosses I really, really do love from the drugstore. So I'm just gonna put this on top, make this glossy, you know, gloss it up, because lately I've been filling myself with some lip gloss. Like, I've been loving lip gloss. So put this on top, and then that will complete the look. All we have to do is just spray our face now with some e.l.f. Mist and Set. And here you have it, guys. Here is the completed look. I hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one.